Hi, everybody. Hey, Kathy from Red Willow Learning. Hope you are all well today. I'm really excited to be here with my friend and colleague, Christine Lustik. Christine serves on our board of directors, and we wanted to just have a short conversation this afternoon about the whole idea of philanthropy. So one of the things, of course, with being on a board of directors, especially for a nonprofit, is the whole philanthropic, that sense of just really wanting to give back to the community. So Christine, can
Mhm.
you kind of give me a little bit of your story about how you got into this, this idea of being philanthropic and what kind of keeps you at it? I'd love to hear the story.
Yeah, sure. I can't say that my parents necessarily taught me about philanthropy, but they definitely were always helping people in our community. And so I was kind of raised with that. And I remember in my mid 20s, the first time I was, listening to NPR and they were doing the fundraiser. And I was like, oh, they're talking to me. Like I do value the news. This is where I should donate. And that was the first time I really donated money, and I wasn't making very much money. So it felt like such a small amount. But I was already donating time and resources to organizations that I felt strongly about. So I just kind of raised that and figured out that for me, philanthropy really was that generosity of supporting um, through whatever I had at the time, money, resources, time, expertise. But that piece of, I think a lot of people put off the financial piece. We think, oh, we don't have the money. Like, why what I have to give isn't very much. And yet, that's the key about being philanthropic is that piece of like we pick. This is important to me. Like, I believe that community is really important, that individuals thrive in community, human beings thrive in community, and that we have to take care of each other. I'd experienced help taking care, helping me, whether it was scholarships from organizations getting me through college or things like that. And so that piece, we realized that we can be connected to the greater good through our philanthropic pieces. And that's what happened for me. I really realized that, oh, I only have to give this amount, but if everybody else gives that amount, then we can meet this goal. I don't have to meet it alone. And for me, that was a real um, hurdle and a real aha to understand that piece of I don't have to save the world. I just have to be one person working towards that goal.
Right, right. And I think the idea that, and I think one of the things that, we've certainly talked about in the context of our board meetings is how much even what we might think about as being, the individual, not me, but how the individual might
Hmm.
think about a gift as being a modest amount, that especially when you're giving regularly over time, over the life of the pledge or the donation, for example, that just really adds up.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So at any rate, I am so grateful to hear you say, hear you talk about this because I think that you're addressing exactly some of the things and some of the reasons that I regularly hear people like saying, well, I don't really have much to give, so it's not going to matter. So I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. And it's like,
Hmm.
well, or maybe we should. Maybe if we all did just a little bit of what we can do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, Christine, thank you so much for joining me today and talking about this. I realize it's an extremely, for a lot of things, it's an extremely private thing and personal thing for a lot of
Hmm.
individuals. And yet what we're really talking about here is doing something as individuals for the greater good. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thanks for asking me. It's just a pleasure to be on the Red Willow board and to be giving back in that way.
Perfect. Thank you. And if you are interested in starting a monthly pledge, right now we are running our 60 and 60 campaign. So the minimum in on this one is $10 a month for at least the next year. And if you would like to participate in that, you can just go to our website. It's www.redwillowlearning.org and start your pledge.